Hi viewers! What if I told you that a small golden dollar coin, the kind many people ignore or spend without thinking, could actually be worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even be connected to shocking million-dollar rumors? Sounds impossible, right? But today, we're diving into the mysterious world of three rare Sacagawea $1 coins. Coins that collectors hunt for, coins surrounded by stories of hidden treasure, and coins that might be far more valuable than they look. Are these coins truly rare? Could one tiny detail turn an ordinary dollar into a life-changing discovery? And what's the real truth behind the million-dollar talk that has fascinated collectors for years? Stay with me till the very end, because we're going to uncover the design, the history, the rare errors, and the real market value of these three coins. And when you finally hear the truth, it may completely change how you look at every Sacagawea dollar you see. And one honest view is that this data is gathered from different forums, so there may be a chance of uncertainty. Let's start with our first coin. Have you ever heard the unbelievable claim that a simple golden-colored Sacagawea dollar could be worth hundreds of thousands, even $1 million? It sounds like something straight out of a treasure hunter movie. Yet collectors all over the world still search through rolls of coins, estate collections, and old drawers hoping to find that one rare piece that could change everything. Today, we're taking a deep and detailed look at one specific coin, the 2002 D Sacagawea $1. Some people say it could be a hidden jackpot. Others say it's just another dollar coin. So what's the truth? Stay with me till the very end, because before we reveal whether those million-dollar rumors are real or just hype, you're going to discover exactly how valuable this coin can actually be, and why some collectors treat it like a hidden treasure. The 2002 D Sacagawea dollar is admired not just for its golden shine, but for the powerful story captured in its design. On the front is the portrait of Sacagawea, the young Native American woman who played a crucial role in guiding explorers through vast and unfamiliar lands. She is shown with her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, secured gently on her back, a symbol of strength, protection, and quiet determination. The artist Glenna Goodacker carefully created this portrait to show dignity rather than drama. Sacagawea's calm expression suggests intelligence, resilience, and leadership, not just survival. Flip the coin over, and you'll see a soaring eagle in flight, wings stretched wide across the sky. Surrounding it are 17 stars, representing the number of U.S. states at the time of the famous expedition she helped guide. This reverse design was created by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., who crafted the eagle to symbolize freedom, expansion, and national growth. The coin's distinctive golden appearance often leads people to believe it contains real gold, but it doesn't. Instead, it's made of layered metal, with a copper core and a manganese brass outer surface. That combination gives it durability and its famous warm glow. To truly understand why the 2002 D coin gets attention from collectors, we need to go back to the beginning of the series. The Sacagawea dollar was first introduced in 2000 by the United States Mint as a new small-sized dollar coin intended for everyday use. It was meant to replace the earlier Susan B. Anthony dollar, which people often confused with quarters because of its similar color and size. The new golden dollar was also created to honor Native American history and celebrate the legendary journey of Lewis and Clark, whose expedition across North America changed the course of American exploration. But here's where things get interesting. By 2002, public use of dollar coins had dropped dramatically. Many people simply preferred paper bills. Because demand was low, most 2002 D Sacagawea dollars were never widely released into everyday circulation. Instead, they were mainly sold directly to collectors in sealed rolls and bags. That means far fewer of them were handled in daily commerce compared to earlier years. And when coins avoid circulation, they often survive in much better condition, which is extremely important in the collector world. Now let's go deeper into the part everyone is truly curious about: errors, grading, rarity, and actual dollar values. First, let's talk about condition. In coin collecting, condition can change value dramatically. A coin that looks worn, scratched, or dull is called circulated. A coin that still has its original shine and crisp details is called uncirculated. Professional grading services assign numerical grades from 1 to 70, with higher numbers meaning better preservation. A typical circulated 2002 D Sacagawea dollar is usually worth about $1 to $3. That's essentially face value with a small collector premium. An uncirculated coin with good shine but not perfect surfaces might sell for $4 to $10. Many collector rolls contain coins in this range. Higher grade examples, especially MS65 condition, can reach $15 to $40. These coins have strong luster and minimal marks. When you move into premium territory like MS66 or MS67, the value rises sharply. MS67 coins can bring $100 to $250, sometimes more if appeal is exceptional. But now we enter the truly exciting category: mint errors. Mint errors happen when something goes wrong during production. These are not damage from use, they are mistakes made during striking or preparation. Because they are unintentional and rare, collectors often pay strong premiums for them. Possible errors found on 2002 D Sacagawea dollars include off-center strikes where the design is misaligned, die cracks or raised lines from damaged dies, die chips that create extra bumps or blobs of metal, double strikes or faint doubling in details, clipped planchets where part of the coin edge is missing, weak strikes causing incomplete features, rotated dies affecting alignment. Small or subtle errors might raise value to $20 to $100 depending on visibility. More dramatic, obvious errors, especially off-center strikes, can sell for $150 to $500 or even higher. Now imagine combining a dramatic error with extremely high mint state condition. Those rare combinations can sometimes reach $700 to $1,000 or more, particularly when certified by professional grading services and sold at auction. So if we look at the complete realistic value range for a 2002 D Sacagawea dollar, it looks like this. Well-worn circulated coin, $1 to $3. Average uncirculated coin, $4 to $10. High-grade collector example, $15 to $250. Noticeable mint error, $20 to $500 plus. Rare major error in superb condition, up to around $1,000 or slightly higher. That is the full spectrum of real-world values collectors have seen. And now, after all this careful build-up, we finally reach the moment everyone has been waiting for. What about those million-dollar rumors? Here is the honest, factual reality. No verified 2002 D Sacagawea dollar has ever sold for anything remotely close to $1 million. There is no documented auction record, private sale, or certified example supporting that claim. Most of these stories come from confusion, exaggeration, or mixing this coin up with entirely different ultra-rare minting anomalies from earlier years, especially experimental pieces or famous mule errors from 2000 that are completely separate from standard 2002 D coins. So the truth is simple and clear. The 2002 D Sacagawea dollar can absolutely be collectible. It can be valuable in high grade. It can be worth hundreds if it has strong mint errors. In rare premium cases, it can cross the $1,000 mark. But it is not $1 million coin. Still, that doesn't make it ordinary. Its limited circulation, attractive design, and potential for valuable errors make it a fascinating piece to own and examine closely. Many collectors still search for pristine examples because even small differences in condition can mean big differences in value. So if you have a 2002 D Sacagawea dollar, don't ignore it. Check the shine. Examine the details. Look for unusual marks or striking problems. Compare it under good lighting. Because while the $1 million dream may be a myth, discovering a rare high-grade or error coin is very real, and that discovery is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. And remember, this is only the first coin in your collection. The next Sacagawea dollar we explore might hold an even bigger surprise. Let's move on our second coin in today's series. Have you ever heard the shocking claim that a Sacagawea dollar from the year 2000 could be worth hundreds of thousands, or even close to $1 million? Some collectors swear that one tiny detail can turn this ordinary-looking golden coin into a life-changing discovery. Others say the stories are exaggerated myths that spread across the internet. Today, we're going to uncover the full story of the 2000 P Sacagawea $1 coin, one of the most talked-about modern U.S. coins ever made. Before we reveal the truth behind the massive value rumors, we're going to explore every detail: its design, its history, its rare varieties, its real market prices, and the exact reasons why collectors still search for it so intensely. Stay with me till the end, because the reality behind those million-dollar whispers is fascinating and very different from what most people expect. The 2000 P Sacagawea dollar is one of the most recognizable modern U.S. coins ever produced. On the front is the portrait of Sacagawea, shown carrying her young son Jean-Baptiste. Her expression is calm yet determined, representing strength, guidance, and survival. The portrait was designed by sculptor Glenna Goodacker, who wanted to show Sacagawea as a real human being, a young mother, a guide, and a symbol of courage. Her flowing hair and forward gaze give the coin a sense of movement and purpose. On the reverse side, a majestic eagle spreads its wings in flight, surrounded by 17 stars representing the number of U.S. states at the time of the historic expedition she helped guide. This powerful image was designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr. The coin's famous golden color makes many people think it contains gold, but it does not. It is made of layered metals, a copper core with manganese brass outer layers, giving it durability and that distinctive warm shine. Now let's travel back to the year 2000, the very beginning of the Sacagawea dollar series. The coin was introduced by the United States Mint to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar and encourage Americans to use dollar coins in everyday transactions. It was also created to honor Native American history and celebrate the legendary expedition of Lewis and Clark across North America. The new golden dollar was heavily promoted, and millions were produced, especially at the Philadelphia Mint, which struck the 2000p version. But here's where the story becomes truly extraordinary. Unlike many later Sacagawea dollars, the 2000p coin has multiple famous varieties and rare minting situations that dramatically affect value. Some of these are among the most important modern U.S. coin discoveries ever made. Let's start with normal coins. A typical circulated 2000p Sacagawea dollar, one that has been used in everyday transactions, is usually worth $1 to $3. A standard uncirculated example with good shine may sell for $4 to $10. Higher-grade mint state coins, MS65 and above, typically bring $15 to $60, depending on quality and eye appeal. Premium high-grade pieces like MS67 can sell for $150 to $400, especially if they are sharply struck and nearly flawless. So far, nothing close to massive wealth. But now we enter the rare varieties, and this is where things become exciting. One of the most famous is the Cheerios Sacagawea dollar. In early 2000, some Sacagawea dollars were included in cereal boxes as part of a national promotion. But years later, collectors discovered that some of those coins had enhanced eagle tail feather details, sharper and more defined than normal coins. This was a special early design that was later changed for regular production. If you have a genuine Cheerios variety with enhanced tail feathers, values can be dramatic. Typical examples may sell for $2,000 to $5,000. High-grade certified examples can reach $8,000 to $12,000 or more. That's already a huge jump, but we're not done. Now we reach one of the most famous modern U.S. mint errors ever discovered, the 2000p Sacagawea dollar mule error. A mule error happens when two designs that were never meant to be paired are struck together. In this case, some extremely rare coins were accidentally struck with the obverse, front, of a Washington quarter and the reverse, back, of a Sacagawea dollar. These coins were never supposed to exist, yet a few escaped into circulation. Because of their extreme rarity and historical importance, these mule error coins have sold for astonishing prices. Many have sold between $75,000 and $200,000 plus depending on condition. Some top examples have approached or exceeded $250,000 at auction. These are among the most valuable modern U.S. coins known to collectors. Beyond those famous varieties, other mint errors on regular 2000p coins can also bring premiums. These include a off-center strikes, a double strikes, a die cracks and chips, a clipped planchets, a broad strikes, a misaligned dies. Minor errors may sell for $20 to $100. Strong visible errors can reach $150 to $500 plus. Exceptional dramatic errors may exceed $1,000. So when we combine everything, here is the full realistic value range for a 2000p Sacagawea dollar. Circulated standard coin, $1 to $3. Uncirculated standard coin, $4 to $10. High-grade collector quality, $15 to $400. Typical mint error, $20 to $500 plus. Major dramatic error, $500 to $1,000 plus. Cheerios Enhanced Tail Feathers variety, $2,000 to $12,000 plus. Washington Quarter Mule error, $75,000 to $250,000 plus. Now, after seeing those huge numbers, it's easy to understand why people talk about million-dollar Sacagawea coins. But here comes the honest truth. Despite the incredible rarity of the mule error and the strong value of the Cheerios variety, no verified 2000p Sacagawea dollar has officially sold for $1 million. The biggest prices have reached into the hundreds of thousands, extremely impressive, but still far from $1 million. So where do the million-dollar rumors come from? Mostly from exaggeration, misunderstanding, and excitement about the mule error's extreme rarity. When people hear $250,000 coin, the story grows with retelling, and soon becomes million-dollar coin. The reality is more grounded, but still amazing. The 2000p Sacagawea dollar is one of the most important modern U.S. coins ever produced. It has some of the most valuable modern varieties known. It can absolutely be worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands in extremely rare cases. But the million-dollar claim, at least so far, is not supported by real sales. Still, if you own a 2000p Sacagawea dollar, you should examine it very carefully. Check the eagle's tail feathers. Look closely at the front design. Watch for unusual combinations or striking errors. Because while $1 million payday may be a myth, finding a rare variety worth thousands, or even six figures, is completely possible. And that's what makes this coin legendary among collectors. Now get ready, because the final Sacagawea dollar in your collection has its own story, and it might surprise you in a completely different way. Let's move on our third coin in today's series. Have you ever wondered if a Sacagawea dollar sitting quietly in your collection could secretly be worth thousands, or even part of those shocking million-dollar rumors collectors keep talking about? It may look like just another golden coin, simple, common, ordinary. But sometimes, the coins people ignore turn out to hold the biggest surprises. Today, we're uncovering the full story of the 2001 D Sacagawea $1 coin. Is it rare? Is it valuable? Could it really be one of those mysterious coins people claim are worth a fortune? Stay with me till the very end, because before we reveal the truth about those million-dollar stories, you're going to learn every possible detail about its design, history, minting, errors, collector demand, and real market value, and the full price range this coin can actually reach. The 2001 D Sacagawea dollar carries the same iconic and meaningful design that made the series famous. On the front is the portrait of Sacagawea, shown with her infant son Jean-Baptiste secured gently on her back. Her expression is steady and confident, representing guidance, courage, and survival during one of the most important exploration journeys in American history. The portrait was designed by Glenna Goodacker, who carefully modeled Sacagawea to reflect both strength and humanity, rather than a dramatic or symbolic pose. The details in her hair, clothing folds, and facial features show remarkable craftsmanship. Turn the coin over and you'll see the soaring eagle in flight, wings stretched wide, surrounded by 17 stars representing the number of states in the Union during the expedition she helped guide. This powerful reverse design was created by Thomas D. Rogers Sr. And just like other coins in the series, the 2001 D has that rich golden color, not from gold, but from a layered metal structure with a copper core and manganese brass outer layer. Now let's explore its history, because understanding how this coin was produced helps explain its value. The Sacagawea dollar series began in 2000, produced by the United States Mint to encourage use of dollar coins and honor Native American heritage. The coins celebrate the historic expedition of Lewis and Clark, and Sacagawea's vital role as a guide and interpreter during that journey. By 2001, production of Sacagawea dollars was still high, but public demand was already beginning to weaken. Many Americans still preferred paper dollar bills, so large numbers of coins remained unused. The 2001 D coin was struck at the Denver Mint and released mainly for circulation, meaning many were handled in everyday transactions, unlike later years where coins were sold mostly to collectors. Because of this, finding 2001 D coins in perfect condition is harder than people expect. Many were scratched, worn, or dulled through use. And that makes high-grade examples more desirable to collectors today. Now let's move to the part that truly matters: errors, rarity, and actual market value. A typical circulated 2001 D Sacagawea dollar, one that has been used in everyday commerce, usually sells for about $1 to $3. In other words, just a small premium over face value. A normal uncirculated coin with original mint shine may sell for $4 to $8, depending on quality. Coins in higher collector grades like MS-65 can sell for $10 to $25. Better preserved examples in MS-66 condition often reach $30 to $80. Truly exceptional high-grade coins like MS-67, which are very difficult to find because many entered circulation, can sell for $120 to $350, sometimes more if visually stunning. Now let's talk about mint errors, because these are what collectors search for most intensely. Possible 2001 DE Sacagawea dollar errors include off-center strikes, die cracks and die chips, weak or incomplete strikes, double striking or double details, clipped planchets, misaligned dies, surface laminations. Minor or subtle errors may increase value to $20 to $80. More noticeable and dramatic mint errors can sell for $100 to $400, depending on size and visibility. Major striking mistakes, especially large off-center coins or dramatic die failures, can sometimes bring $500 to $900 plus, particularly when certified and well preserved. In rare cases, a spectacular error combined with superb mint state condition could push value above $1,000, though this is uncommon. So when we look at the complete realistic value range for the 2001 DE Sacagawea dollar, here is what collectors typically see. Circulated coin $1 to $3. Uncirculated coin $4 to $8. High-grade collector example $10 to $350. Typical mint error $20 to $400. Major dramatic error $400 to $900 plus. Exceptional rare error in top condition, $1,000 or slightly higher. And now, after exploring every realistic price range, it's finally time to face the big question. What about those million-dollar rumors? Here is the honest reality. No verified 2001 DE Sacagawea dollar has ever sold for anything close to $1 million. There are no auction records, no certified sales, and no documented examples supporting that claim. Unlike the famous 2000 mule error coins, the 2001 D does not have a known ultra-rare variety that reaches extreme six-figure territory. Most million-dollar stories come from misunderstanding, exaggeration, or confusion with entirely different coins or rare experimental pieces. Over time, these stories grow bigger and more dramatic, but they are not supported by real market evidence. So the truth is clear. The 2001 DE Sacagawea dollar can absolutely be collectible. It can be worth solid money in high grades. It can reach hundreds, even over $1,000 in rare error cases. But it is not a million-dollar coin. Still, that doesn't mean it's ordinary. Because condition rarity, mint errors, and collector demand can make certain examples surprisingly valuable. And sometimes the excitement of checking a coin and discovering something unusual is worth more than the price itself. So if you own a 2001 DE Sacagawea dollar, take a careful look. Examine the shine. Study the details. Search for anything unusual. Because while the million-dollar dream may be a myth, finding a rare, valuable coin hiding in plain sight is absolutely real. And that's what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth far more than you ever expected.